Oh, that's cool. Hey, Sketchy. Thanks for popping in. I'm not really expecting much out of this stream. I pretty much lost all traction on my channel because I've stopped uploading. So I'm just going to do this for a minute or two, maybe start reading. Maybe people will come in, maybe not. I don't know. What I got over here? Scriptures. Yeah, I can do Hey, Carl. I didn't see that you had popped in. I hope you're doing well. Just checking my Facebook real quick, and then I saw your message. I'm doing okay, I guess. Today wasn't the bestest of days, but it wasn't the worst of days. I am. Oh, I don't understand that. Cat. Blue emoji guy. Pretty. I am cat. Pretty blue. And yeah, I don't get it. You lost me. Oh, Cat Ninja. Funny. Watch those videos of I'm assuming were your kids opening up some Pokemon cards. That was pretty cool. Like you got a GX or something like that. Awesome. Awesome. I'm quite surprised. For our Yeah, I bet he was. Those are pretty cool looking cards. It could have I didn't see a super good look at it, but it might have been a full art. I have not seen any Pokemon cards at the school this year, which was super surprising for the first 3 days of school. And I'm like all ready to go and got all these cards ready to trade with kids, but have not seen any cards out in the playground and stuff. So, oh yeah, Walmart is kind of hit and miss. Um, I don't know if you live in a large town or a small town, but there's quite a few stores that I've found cards, but it really is hit and miss anywhere you go. I was quite surprised. Yeah, I was quite surprised that I found some cards at Sam's Club. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to go there someday. But that was before I made my goals for the year. Yeah, it's kind of hard to live in a small town. You don't get like all those kinds of things all the time. Definitely not a fan of small town living, that's for sure. Yeah, there was um like a shortage, I think, at some of the factories, and then all of these sculptors started buying everything up, and like when the market got really hot on Pokemon cards and just like went crazy and made it really sad because like it's supposed to be about a community and for kids and stuff, and just like everything else just became about making a profit. Now the kids are like all hurting because they can't find cards and stuff, and just kind of breaks your heart a little bit if it's something that they're into. So that's why I don't go crazy on buying cards. I kind of do, but I'm also have like a whole big pile of cards that I'm wanting to trade with the kiddos when I see them. Color in my picture here. And I don't know. So it's the 4th of September. Do you have any goals for the month and things that you've been trying to work on or setting for yourself? I know last week we talked about kind of for me studying more, and I don't know if I've said that I've studied more as far as the gospel goes, but I've definitely listened to a talk, and I've started listening to the missionary manual because I couldn't find my physical copy. So I just like, plus I'm starting to find that I'm having a hard time paying attention reading stuff like that. And it helps to listen to someone read it instead of reading it myself. Have not done anything about the whatever we mentioned last week. Yeah. Like just like 15 minutes before, like I tried reading a scripture in the Book of Mormon, and I'm like, I didn't retain anything. So I don't know how to become more focused on that. So maybe that's something that I can work on. Maybe I need to go the whole 9 yards and say a prayer and shut down everything. A series on YouTube for my online shopping. Oh yeah? Is that this channel? Because I never see anything get posted under the Carl Wade channel. So do you have like an alternative YouTube channel that you're posting stuff on? Because I would like to support that. Even though it's not really a topic I'm into, but I can like, you know, give you an extra sub and then okay, so that's the name of the channel. Okay. You can go search for that. That's really cool that you're staying motivated and doing things like that. For my other channel, the How to Do Things Badly channel, I'm very like hit and miss. Like I just can't come up with stuff like all of the time to upload on it. And like I'll start getting some traction and then it all goes away because like I don't post for 2-3 weeks, and then you know one video gets like over 1,000 views, and then another one will get like 22. Like even some of my regulars on that channel aren't even like coming back anymore. So I'm kind of almost thinking like, you know, maybe YouTube's not for me, and I should just be a viewer and not so much a content creator, because I'm not devoting my time or my energy, and I can't really find anybody else who's wanting to help me or see the same vision that I have. So it's more of a, if I think of something funny, or even if it isn't funny, I'll just do a quick under a minute short and see what it does. Dream of getting a YouTube play button is probably not one that I should keep dreaming about. Maybe come up with some new goals and ideas, things that I can focus on. But I still think I'd like to live stream on here once a week, regardless if I'm uploading videos on here on this channel. Yeah. And I'm starting to feel like, I have to find out which of those goals and which of those dreams are really something that are worth me pursuing. Because, you have like all these dreams and stuff as a kid. And then as you grow up, you kind of realize that, you're not going to be able to get to do everything in your life that you want to do. So instead of focusing on all of these things and all of these plans, you should just kind of really focus on maybe one or two of them. And I'm not quite sure which ones I should focus on. Or if I really have any dreams or goals at all. I'm quite honest with you. So I don't know. I've been thinking about that for the last couple of weeks. And now that I'm employed full-time 5 days a week from 8:30 to roughly about 4:30 every day with kindergartners and the such, I'm kind of thinking about what do I want to achieve? Yeah. So I'm kind of thinking, like with my Guinness Book of World Record dream. Like I really think it'd be cool to have one, but I don't have any particular thing that would even be notable to getting one. And the one idea that I had that I put an application in for was denied. So now I'm kind of like, well, I don't know what to do now. And I'm still collecting business cards. That was one that I was going to do. Have the world record for the largest collection of business cards. There's one out there created by some kids in India. And there was another really silly one that I found, which was the largest collection of bookmarks. So every time I go to like the library, I like to just see if there's any extra bookmarks laying around, because I know sometimes they'll just like keep them for people to like snatch. So if there's a bookmark there that I haven't seen, I'll add it to the collection. But I have not done neither of those in a while, because I haven't seen any businesses or haven't gone to the library that much. So, and obviously the Facebook one is kind of silly, and I don't think that's ever going to happen. So that's I'm kind of giving up on that. Even though every once in a while I have an itch to start a new, hey, comment on this post 1 million times, 2 million times, and let's get this record. because honestly, nobody, I think, does that because it's like they don't have the what's in it for me. I'm not going to post on a comment if it doesn't get any monetary or some kind of value for myself. But I do have the weight loss goal. I think that's a pretty noble goal to try to do. Since work started, I've been kind of melting, which I expected, because I do 10,000 steps plus more some days while I'm at work. And that has been a significant improvement. Today, I only did like 2,000 steps. And I plan on doing some exercise after this. And then I still have to prepare a Sunday school lesson tomorrow for the younglings, which I don't particularly care to do, but I will because that's what I was called to do. Yeah, well, so I have the fourth graders. Sometimes there's not all the other teachers around, so we get a rather large group. So I'll end up getting the third graders and the fifth graders, but I don't necessarily get the little ones. Which, yeah, I agree. Give them something to color. With the older ones, you kind of want to like actually teach them some stuff, like teach them how to use their scriptures, teach them how to search from their scriptures and stuff, and like they don't care. Maybe they do. At least they don't. They don't act like they care. I have this one little girl who is the bishop's daughter who like doesn't even like open up her scriptures when you ask her to. And I was told a story that her parents just kind of gotten some foster kids and there's already a bunch of them. So I kind of feel like maybe she's not noticed in her family a lot. And she just kind of tries not to be noticed and tries to get away from doing things. But I'm like, nah, I make her read. I make her open up her scriptures. And then after next week, or after tomorrow, we're starting to like do full hour of music time, basically trying to teach these kids how to do a primary program, which I don't even see points to primary programs, to be quite honest with you. But whether or not it's tradition or like there's some good value in it, like, okay. But yeah, it's going to be real fun. I guess fun not to have to prepare a lesson, but I have to sit there and watch them not learn the stuff because they don't care. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel. And like, honestly, I don't know if I was like a bishop or something, and I'd be like, I don't even see a reason for having a primary program. I mean, I guess it's fun for the parents and stuff, but like, there are other ways to get these kids to feel more comfortable being on stage and doing things of that nature. But then, if I was a bishop, that would be like the last thing I would care about. In my younger years, I really wanted to be a bishop for some reason, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Okay. I hope so. Kids all of the time. That was quick. I was going to go up and get some water just now, and then like, oh, you're back. I'm not drinking enough water today. Yeah, cool. Son wanted to drink. Yeah, I'm like, I want to drink right now. I always seem to be more focused on. Okay, I always seem to be more focused on like achieving my stuff and wanting to do these things like at nighttime. Got my water bottle. Gonna go through some garbage back, and now I will be right back. I bet for a fact you're probably glad that I was wearing pants, because I can almost guarantee you that Most of these streamers are not wearing pants. This was the picture that I'm coloring right now. I love everything about Yoi. I found this coloring book and I really enjoy it. It's got some like really positive words. The other one that I'm working on for a week now is the Be a Voice, Not an Echo. Pants are a beautiful thing, aren't they? How is your Spanish going? Have you started trying to do that? I remember you saying that you're learning or going to start doing that. Getting the software together. So what does that look like? When you say I'm getting it together? Are you translating it? Are you physically putting it together? I want to know everything that you do. I'm looking to buy it. I see. I know there's a couple of like Rosetta Stone or something like that. Is that something that you're looking into? Yeah, in my case, I buy it and then never use it, which seems to be the case with many things that I get all into, and then I just like get excited and then I pull the trigger and then I don't use it for some reason. I don't know why I'm like that. But this segment is not about me. This is about you. You are my guest. Ah, okay. For you, this is kind of like you need to learn how to do this. Have you have you talked to any of our Spanish speaking friends about doing it as well? I don't know how much of the old guard that you still keep in contact with. I know I don't really talk to anybody from the old days. Everybody out there is just kind of doing their own thing, and it's in the past is in the past, I suppose. Not yet. I like to. Yeah, it is how life goes. I like to try to rekindle some of those old friendships with some of my old friends. Especially with having the internet now, you know. Like I always kind of figured, you know, you never know who's gonna. Yeah, agreed. Same. I'm still pretty much lost contact with everyone. Like shoot, like I don't even like. I add people, I delete people, I add people, and delete people because I'm like, you don't talk to me, I don't care. And then 15 minutes or 15 days later, I'm like, I wonder how you're doing. Like I should just let it be. It's okay to Facebook stalk people. And then if you see something like, a really like sad post or something that somebody makes, and then you go see how they're doing or something, or yeah. And then there comes to the meat and potatoes of, are you guys really friends, or are you just kind of there together at the same time? So you're just like, you know about each other, but you're not really friends. I feel like that a lot with a lot of those people. We were just there at the same time. Everybody kind of had their own little circle group. I know I had mine. And I don't even talk to those people that were in my group anymore. And then we had Debbie, who kind of brought us all together. She was kind of the glue to our little group that we had. I know you and Debbie were really good friends. I was kind of jealous. But, it's kind of how life is. Every once in the blue moon, I will send a message. Yeah, and like, I don't know. Everybody has that hard time, like, the reaching out part. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't say that was the only reason. Like, you guys were really like, she really confided a lot of stuff with you and in you, and she really like leaned on you for support. And I mean, yeah, it was probably because you were a home teacher and stuff, and that wouldn't have happened if you weren't there as in that specific role. But yeah, and that's amazing that you were able to do that. And I tried to be a friend to her as best as I could as well. And you were just like had more of the means to do so, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I was a little jealous how close you guys were, but I just let it be. But man, that last year that I was there, like everything had changed and it was like awful being there. It was really like it was just I don't know. It was totally different from um when I first showed up to the GVB and from when I finally left. It was totally different. It was really sad when it changed, and I was glad to be out of there when I was finally able to get out of there. I hope that it's doing okay now. I don't even know. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what time that you left. It's probably after you went on your mission, and then the unfortunateness of having to come back early, and then you were kind of just gone. Because I think you got married really quick after that, didn't you? But it was just, I don't know. It was much more clickier. People weren't as nice to each other as they were back in the day. All of my friends had got married and were gone. So I ended up being like one of the older people there at like what I was 24. Yeah. And that was probably for the best. And I know that I was starting to get involved with some things that were pretty unsavory at the time that I really, really regret with some people that I wish I had not gotten involved with. Man, there's a lot of choices that I regret that I made when I was a kid. Yeah, no. Like once you're married, you leave. I think that Adam, like he got married, but then he became like a counselor. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. That was another thing. We kind of like some of the people who got married kind of lingered a little bit longer than they needed to. Well, here's the thing though. Like those things that I regret doing, did they make me stronger? No, definitely not. And if anything, they prevented me from being the best version of myself that I could have been. And really prevented me from just kind of being happy. And they're still kind of like I feel like I don't know if I've even like repented of them. I feel like I've repented of them, but it's still, yeah, that might be true. I don't know what he was doing. And maybe it should have been more of a student ward, but like that's not, I don't know. I really did like the new guy that replaced him. He had a tough. Okay, you go take care of that boy of yours. Oh yeah, I forgot that thing is broken now. I can't do that anymore. Sad day. I'm so grateful that you had. Probably going to end the stream pretty soon. I don't know. I mean, unless there's like something you want to get off your chest or whatever, this would be a good place to do that. I always feel like this is a good place to let those things go or to express your convictions or what have you. But I gotta prepare my lesson. I do not have the phone. Maybe in the couch, maybe in the chair. I'm almost done with my picture here. Yeah, there'll be a next time. Saturday, I think, is going to be the day for me streaming about 7, 8 o'clock my time. 7:45 is when I jumped on today, Mountain Time, so I don't know where that leaves you. But I'm thinking this will be a good time that I will be here. And then, Facebook. And I'm going to start seeing if I can upload at least once. Okay. So cool, man. You enjoy your evening and your Sunday. Maybe you'll make it to church 2 times in a row, huh? I know I'm definitely not feeling it, but that's why I'm grateful for this calling. It's definitely making me do it because I feel obligated. Sometimes obligation is the best motivation for me. So I will see you in the future.